Once there was a craftsman who made compasses for travellers. Every morning he tested each needle against the earth's field. When the needle wobbled, he didn't curse it. He adjusted the magnet beneath. That was his secret. The compass didn't create direction, it remembered it. And perhaps you notice something already. How that story feels like you. Because every person carries a magnetic sense, a quiet pull toward what's true. Sometimes it wobbles under interference, fear, noise, too many maps. But the moment you pause, breathe, and check alignment, that inner needle steadies. That's intuition in mechanical language, a feedback loop of awareness, silence, and correction. In NLP terms, intuition strengthens when sensory acuity meets trust. You gather data through subtle cues, tone, micro-expression, bodily sensation. Then you let the unconscious pattern matcher process it faster than logic can. Ericksonian language, it mirrors this by pacing what's already real. You notice a feeling, and leading gently toward possibility. And as you notice, you may find clarity forming. When intuition is coherent, decisions flow like electricity through a clear wire. You move faster with less resistance. Ignore it and static builds. Doubt, second guessing, regret. One path expands life's circuitry. The other burns out the fuse. That's not cosmic punishment. It's feedback physics, coherence rewarded, incoherence dissolved. So chunk it down. How do you tune it? Observe it. Notice body signals before the mind names them. Acknowledge them. Say internally, something in me knows. Act within a small, safe frame. Test the signal. Record the outcome. Feedback trains trust. Each loop, it strengthens the neural networks that connect limbic intuition with prefrontal reasoning. That's how mysticism becomes measurable habit. Two travellers stood where the road divided. One consulted his maps until sunset. The other closed his eyes, listened, and stepped forward. When the first finally chose, he arrived tired, but wiser. When the second arrived, he built an inn for both. Intuition and analysis, they're not enemies. They're sequential functions. Intuition starts the motion. Analysis builds the structure that sustains it. Notice how that story paces everyday experience. We've all hesitated at a decision. Then it leads to a new frame. Hesitation as training, not failure. Reframing, shifting the meaning so resistance becomes a resource. If you follow your intuition, the world feels choreographed. Synchronicities, timing, ease. Ignore it, and life still teaches. Through friction. Either way, you evolve. But one path tastes like curiosity, the other like correction. That recognition alone changes behaviour without force. Every spiritual text in your library, whether describing numbers, light, or consciousness, speaks of the same mechanisms, alignment of internal and external fields. We can call it harmonic recursion. Neuroscience calls it neurocoherence. Everyday language calls it feeling right. Different words, same electricity. So imagine, just imagine, as you're hearing this, your own compass quietly calibrates to the larger field of what matters most to you. No trance, no magic, just understanding settling into practice. You can verify it the next time you pause before a decision and notice the body's tiny nod that says, this way.